Hey, what's going on, guys? We're live again with another video. Today, I am reporting live and direct after. This is the aftermath at 12 a.m. midnight. It's now the next day. Um, Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2 at home at the Emirates in a game that really felt like 12 against 10. Yeah, I can go on and on and on about the officiating. As you can see, Lucas here with me too. He went live earlier on his channel, so big up to him. We are gonna be getting a Liverpool fan shortly. But I do want to talk about the game first from an Arsenal perspective. We were at the game today. And maybe it's different for you guys who are watching from home. Maybe you didn't see things as how it may have perceived for us live. Um, or on things that are telecasted might appear differently. The game today, the first half, our attack was strong. The lineup that Arteta put with the players that we had available. First and foremost, we all know not to believe Arteta in his press conferences when he says Saka and Timber are a doubt or unavailable. It's basically Arteta saying, "I'm not going to tell you anything to the media," because he's trying to save his tactics, his key players, and it's mind games. Something that Pep is a classic to do. Big up to BX. Hope you're well. What a match! I agree with you. It was definitely a game of two halves. The first half, we dominated the first half. We were so thorough in our attack. But one thing I will say in that first half, if we had taken more chances, and specifically to Martinelli in that first half, when you have chances where you're through on goal instead of passing it back, take your chance and the finishing in the final third. That's something that I want to mention from the first half. But the first half, we were electric. We were the better team, and I'm gonna get straight into the video, but there's some players that people aren't gonna give much credit to that I gave credit to in my analysis of the game. And I know everyone has different opinions. We are gonna get Jordan on as a Liverpool representative, but Jordan, first before we send you the link, we want to talk about the game from an Arsenal perspective. First, for me, it does feel like it's heart wrenching, or more say it's gutting, because we were 3-2 and that goal is disallowed. Still, it's a controversial disallowed goal. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear this. Uncle Mace is in the hospital. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. 305. I'll keep him in my prayers and I'll message him right after I'm done this stream. Um, the decision to rule out Havertz's goal because of a referee blowing the offside. Apparently, the goal was offside. Now, I haven't watched the game back. This is just live after being at the stadium for the game. We are now reviewing the game live and direct. For me, that goal should have stood. If it was any other team, I doubt that goal would have been disallowed. The first VAR decision intervened of Konate, foul on Martinelli. I don't think that was a penalty, and I think that was the right decision of VAR to intervene. Now, the second goal controversial was Arsenal's first time goal scorer, Mikel Moreno, on the score sheet for Arsenal. His first debut goal in the Premier League against Liverpool, a very good team, possibly competing for the title as it stands. And Mikel Moreno gets on the score sheet, and it takes more than 5 minutes to review that VAR. On top of us waiting to hear the VAR decision, the announcers announced there's going to be 4 minutes of extra added time while we're still waiting for VAR to review Marino's um, goal, whether it's going to be approved or not. And the players are already celebrating, like finished celebrating, still waiting. At this point, I'm here in the stands doing this. Like, time, hello, are we going to be here all day? Some of the officiating in this game, it's again, we're going back to talking about the inconsistencies in officiating. Yesterday's El Clasico, Real Madrid lost 4-0 at home at the Bernabeu. There was so much better officiating in their system and their style of program that they use compared to the VAR that we have here in England. And England was offered that system to use, but they're not going to implement it until next year. Why couldn't they do that all these years that just passed instead of implementing VAR? And also the people using VAR, the inconsistencies with officiating from our games. And there was a delayed passage of play with Declan Rice got got carded for a delayed passage of delaying the restart. But in other games, it's all of a sudden it's allowed. It's the same season, not even a different season. All of a sudden, it's different rules for another team. Yeah, we can go on and on and on about the referee, but the point is, the first half we dominated the game. We were 2-1 up. Then, once we get the 2-1 lead, we now sit back. That's Arsenal's problem. We're sitting back when we're 2-1 up. We're getting too comfortable at home. I understand we were at home and we should have the upper advantage. We should, finish our chances and kill off the game in the first half itself. We should have killed off the game. Um, I am going to cue the intro and we're going to go more in depth to the midfield. There were some changes in the lineup today that we expected due to the players' unavailability of Odegaard and we did hear that Timber was in training on Saturday, which was a day before the game, alongside Bukayo Saka. Luke is going to give his thoughts as well, and we are going to get Jordan on shortly. So, Jordan, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Hopefully, just Jordan is the only guest we're going to have on as a Liverpool fan. It's not an open stream. Big up to Daniel. Hope you're well. Congratulations on Chelsea's win today. I believe Chelsea won 2-1. For goals from Nicholas Jackson and Cole Palmer. Both of them on Chelsea's top goal scorers of this season so far, especially Cole Palmer. I've hated Anthony Taylor since 2017. You know how I feel now. Yeah, and I just wanted to mention that Chelsea fans, like a lot of my friends who are Chelsea friends, on Twitter, they mentioned like about Anthony Taylor and how many times he screwed Chelsea over in games. The same incident that happened today happened in Man City Tottenham last season, and they disallowed the goal even though it should have stood. Big up to Jordan. I put the link in the StreamYard in the chat, Jordan, so you can just click it from there. I'm on an iPad today, so I don't really have all the feasibilities of my laptop. So big up to everyone. Let's go through this video, and Luke is going to give his quick thoughts. Big up everyone. Well, Jordan, it is now for us in London. It's now the next day. Wow. When I saw Jordan's match reaction, Arsenal 10 minutes into the game, Bukayo Saka with an assist by Ben White on the score sheet. Leading goal scorer for Arsenal, Bukayo Saka, in this game gets us up 1-0. 10 minutes into the game, Arsenal are 1-0 up on Liverpool, and Jordan smashes his cell phone on the ground out of anger and frustration. And I knew at that point, Jordan thought, this is Arsenal's to win. We are at home at the Emirates. We control, the atmosphere. We have a lot more fans there. It's not like Anfield where it's as much intimidating, but we in that first half, Jordan. First of all, Luis Diaz was forced subbed off because of how poor he was against our right back, playing right back today, Thomas Partey. Okay, then fine, Liverpool score. We're now 1-1. At 1-1, I'm thinking, all right, there's still time. There's still time. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Now we're at 2-1. Liverpool is now at 1-1 because of Virgil van Dijk. Well done to Virgil van Dijk. For that first goal, I don't think we could have done better to save it. But that second goal that Liverpool scored to make it 2-2, that's our mistake. The only reason you scored that goal was because, and I'm not blaming the kid. Lewis Skelly tried to make a pass and failed the pass. He didn't end up passing it, and it went to of all players, it went to Mo Salah. Easy for Mo Salah to put, and it was a defensive mistake from us for Liverpool to get that goal. Jordan, I know for a fact before you open your mouth to talk about this game that you are happy with a point, but we are not happy with a point because we were 3-2 up on Liverpool. Good evening, Rosie. Hope you're well. We were 3-2 up, and that Havertz goal being disallowed, for me, it's cheating again for Liverpool. And the refs helping you out. But I know Luke is going to say, oh, Mel, all you're going to talk about is the refs. What about the players' performances? For me, some of the players that stood out for us was Ben White. Ben White at center back today. I think he did a good job. Luca, what are your thoughts on Ben White's performance today?
Look, for me, right, I think Ben White for me was look, he put in a fantastic job at centre half. When the team came out, I thought, oh no, party at right back. But of course, when me and Mel were waiting for the bus and we got to the ground, I think it was about 4 o'clock or so. I think when Timber started and Saka started, I thought, you know what, right, we could beat Liverpool here. But my thoughts on the game, look, I did a live show outside the ground, straight after the game. Had to go in a quiet spot and all that stuff. I did what I can. But my thoughts on the game, I think the first half we were the better team against Liverpool. I really did. I was very
Big
surprised the
up,
way
Shay.
Liverpool played in that first half. I thought Bukayo Saka was class
Yeah, he was
in
really
that
good.
game. In my opinion, I thought Partey was poor. Like, obviously, you can have your say. That's fine. That's cool. But I just felt at times Partey really struggled physically to catch up the pace with his legs at right back. But I think for me, players who stand out in that first half, I thought Saka was quality, and
Yeah.
that goal against
Oh,
Andy
Gabriel
Robinson.
Magalhaes too.
But Kai Saka for me, our star man, star boy, whatever they call it, he was quality
Yeah,
today. And
Saka was
Andy
really good.
Robinson for me,
Andy Robertson's finished now.
It's like England v Scotland, right?
Yeah.
And I think Bukayo Saka deserves man of the match.
I
And
agree, BX. I said this at the start of my stream. I thought Party was incredible today, and he was out of his normal position. I know Luca disagrees with me. I've known him for about 5 years now. There's a lot of things we're not going to agree on, and that's
no,
one of
that's
those things
fine.
is going to be football. But it's an opinion. Everyone, sees the game differently, analyzes the game differently. I know Jordan has a lot to say, but Jordan, your boy Andy Robertson got cooked by my
Andy
Ghana boy
Robinson got
Thomas
cooked
Partey
and
today.
KD.
Thomas Partey for me, he did well to handle Luis Diaz to the point where Arne Slot was forced to sub him off because then Arne Slot's making a double substitution, bringing on Simicast, and Endo came on later in the game. When Arsenal make a defensive mistake and it's now 2-2, I'm not blaming Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly is still a youngster. He's learning, he's developing, and he's still getting into the game. Imagine being called up against Liverpool, a big team. Of course, you're going to be nervous. He's a kid. I'm not blaming him for the error. But for me to talk about this position in that role, it's clear that Arteta doesn't really trust Zinchenko as much defensively, um, because he's bringing on Lewis Skelly ahead of Zinchenko in the pecking order. And maybe people will say Zinchenko may not be fully fit, but he was on the lineup against Bournemouth. He was in the squad available to be selected for Bournemouth. Um, and for Arteta to play Lewis Skelly ahead of Zinchenko speaks volumes to me. I think Zinchenko's time at Arsenal might be coming to an end soon, if we're being honest. Then in the second half, Lewis Skelly, I think he only got 5 minutes or so in the game. And we also saw Ethan Waneri come on. Waneri, for me, I think he had a good cameo appearance, though it was short. We didn't see any football from Jorginho today. He was on the bench, same with Raheem Sterling. No gameplay from them today. They were not called on. Luca, your score prediction today. I know you said on the bus you said Arsenal gonna win this 3-2. As soon as you heard Saka and Timber were available today, and then Jordan, Arsenal finally make it 3-2, and Jordan goes crazy thinking the goal is gonna be given by his German Kai Havertz. Jordan, you would not believe the celebrations. The players were celebrating still, and all of a sudden the ref blows a whistle saying it was offside. I haven't watched the game back. That's what I'm gonna do just after this. Fraser, big up to you. He says at the time I thought Liverpool got a win as Gabriel and Timber get subbed off. Thought it was a bad point. A couple of hours after the game, I said it is a decent point. Um, Jordan, I do want to say something before you speak. Is that second goal Liverpool scored, which is by Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah would not have scored that goal if Gabriel Magalhaes was still on the pitch or if Yuri Timber was still on the pitch. Jordan, it's now your turn. Um, sorry, this is only sorry, Stokesy. I only asked for Jordan to come on the stream. It's not a call-in show, my friend. Sorry, um, or Flick. Sorry, it's not a call-in show. Jordan, Liverpool 2 away from home at the Emirates, and Arsenal draw with Liverpool. For us, it feels like a loss, but with the players not giving up, giving it their all, for me, it felt like, and then it felt like for me at some points of the game, 12 against 10. It took 4 times of fouls against Saka for McAllister to finally get one yellow card. Jordan, over to you, my friend. What did you think of the game? First of all, good game. Points shared between the two of us. And I don't want to hear from Steve anything about robbery from his mouth because today's game or yesterday's game, now it's yesterday's game. Yesterday's game for us, there were some moments in the game where our players are getting dropped, shirt pulled, and no calls being given for Arsenal. It's almost like you gave the referee a Liverpool kit before the game. That's how it felt at some points in the game.
Oh, yes, indeed. I have to give you guys credit. Great
Good night,
performance,
Shay.
indeed. And I never noticed that Saka was back until Charlie said to me, so Jordan, check the lineup. When I checked the lineup, I was surprised to see and Timber back. And
Yeah,
yes, also that pass from Ben White is very good.
yeah, he was really
Um,
good today.
beat Robert. I don't know what Robertson was doing, but he really beat Collier at his near post. But it's a great goal by Bukayo Saka. This is the reason
Yeah,
why
really good finishing.
the guy need Bukayo Saka. So yeah, he's the guy star boy, but he's doing very fantastic. We should have lost the game. We never beat you guys before at the Emirates, but this was a chance of us to do it. But you guys was the guy put in a decent performance against us, and we should give you guys credit. And the guy deserved to beat us, but it should have been a 3-2 win for you guys. But Kai Havertz, that should have been a Kai Havertz goal. But yeah, you guys should have won that game without. We should have been losing that game away from home. We don't normally win at the Emirates because this is that first game, but we should have lost, and it should have been be our first defeat. But yeah, I'm happy with the result, but it should have been you guys winning the game indeed. So
Jordan,
GG there.
before the game, and I'll ask Luca this also. Before the game, would you have taken a 2-0 draw?
I think for excuse me, I think for me, no. Because I look, I said to you, depending how the game turns out, if Liverpool were 2-1 up and played exactly the same what we did in the first half, yes, that would have been yes, I probably would have took a point. But before the game, no. Because if we would have beaten Bournemouth last week, yes, I would have took a point.
Yeah, we dropped points from Bournemouth.
We've dropped too many points this season.
Jordan, what about you? Before the game, I know you were really confident. You were giving it large on all sorts of previews you were on this week. But Jordan, before the game, would you have taken a draw?
Well, I wasn't even looking for us as Liverpool fan. Wasn't even looking to get a draw. We're confident for a win, and we didn't get the win. So yeah, we
Yeah, this was
we
really good celebration right by the corner
we
flag.
so yeah, but yeah, we should
Yeah.
have won, but it didn't happen. So
I
yeah,
can't believe that Arne Slot chose to play Curtis Jones today in the starting 11. I know Curtis Jones got man of the match in your previous game. Maybe that's why, but I couldn't believe that the game went this way. Arsenal in the first half for me gave Liverpool trouble in terms of our attack was stronger. I felt like down the left hand side, Liverpool was very easy to get at because down the right you have Salah there. There, he's already making it difficult for us to cut down that right hand side. Now, Luca, on to you. What do you think of Raya's performance today?
David Raya, I think David Raya was good today, especially that save
Yeah,
in the second half. I can't remember who it was who took the shot. Was it Salah or someone?
I thought it was
no,
Darwin. No,
Darwin Nunes or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like, I can't remember because it was yesterday. But of course, Raya made a really good save. And look, to answer David Raya's performances this season, we probably wouldn't be in the top four without David Raya.
wow, Luca being positive for once.
And you've got to look at David Raya's performances. He's been quality. and I don't need to ask the reason why. How Raya is good, you guys know that, and I thought he was all right today.
Yeah, I think Raya didn't really have much to do. There wasn't a lot of goals being done at him, and even after Liverpool got the 2-1, we sat back and we let Liverpool get back into the game. We should have finished the game off, like I said, Jordan. We should have finished the game off in the first half, and we would have been here celebrating a
But the
win.
thing, when you say that, look, for me, my I 100% agree, but the second half for me,
Wow, 3-2 Liverpool. She went.
the annoying thing is about the second half is we've got Gabriel injured with a knee joint,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which
That's we need to get into that. So today's game, Timber goes off. Oh, fine. It could be a precautionary. We don't know at this moment. Timber goes off, being subbed off, and we now see Gabriel Magalhaes subbed off, while everyone in the stadium is chanting his chant. Gabriel subbed off with what could be a knee-related issue. I'm not gonna give any time frames like Luca does. I don't do that. I'll wait for the credible journalist to report it. He still has to be assessed whether what the injury is exactly and how long it could be. We have no idea about that. And even Arteta in his press conferences, he doesn't reveal too much information, as you guys know. Calafiori is still unavailable. Midweek on Wednesday, we have a Preston away game in League Cup.
Carabao Cup.
In the League Cup, Jordan, we will see you at the reverse fixture in Anfield, and it's blood now. We're out for blood now.
A ground where
These
we've not
are
won since 2012.
these are hard ground to go to is Anfield. I would take a draw right now at Anfield, but if we won at Anfield, Jordan, we haven't won there since 2012. If we were to win at Anfield, Anfield is a very intimidating stadium to go to. It's not just the players, the way they play, the style of play, the tactics they use. Anfield is mentally a difficult ground to go to, and we haven't won there since 2012. But we'll see you in the reverse fixture, Jordan. At the end of the day, points shared between both teams. Guys, Preston, again, I was just about to talk about this. Preston on Wednesday is when we'll see a rotation in this team. We'll see Ethan Waneri, Heaven, Miles Lewis Skelly. Some of the academy kids get more game time. We'll also see the bench players, our B team and our C team, get in this team against Preston away on Wednesday. Our next couple of games in the league, Jordan. I know you have Brighton at Anfield next. Brighton have not been that all that good, but Danny Welbeck, someone to look out for, and Evan Ferguson for Brighton. For us, we have a lot of away games on the road until after the international break. Our next home game will be Forest. I'm saying this right now, Luca. I think I'm gonna come to that game.
Yes,
Forest
same
at
here,
home.
same here.
So, Charlie, I know Charlie wants to go to the game too. So hopefully we all can meet up and go to.
I will be there. We will be there, guys.
Hopefully we all can
Yeah,
go to the game to Forest on Wednesday.
Yes, Rosie.
Rosie, yes, I will. In the afternoon. Good afternoon, Stan. Hope you're well. Nice to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for joining, my fellow Canadian. Um, really, for me, the takeaway is I'm proud of the players for not giving up until the final whistle. We gave it our all, Jordan, in this game. Even Liverpool in the second half. Yeah, Salah got on the scoreline, but it's because of a defensive mistake from our young players. Again, I'll say it again. Gabriel Magalhaes, again, without Saliba in the team, he really lived up to the standards and lived up to more than what we expected from our defenders. I didn't think our defenders put a foot wrong except in the second half with that mistake. You can't really blame an academy kid that's still learning. I'm not gonna be too harsh on him. That was our mistake, and we acknowledge that. The only my criticism of this game, the only thing I'll criticize of this game is when we're 2-1 up, we need to finish games off and be more cutthroat. And the finishing in the final third in the first half from Martinelli, I think he should have been more lethal in attack and influencing that attack more. But I think in the second half he was much better, and he was really, really good down that side. Saka for me was my man of the match. I think Saka was without Saka against Bournemouth for him being rested, and today we see a huge difference. And I think Saka needed that rest. I think it was smart to rest him against Bournemouth. I know we had a man sent off against Bournemouth, But today, thankfully, no red cards, Jordan. It didn't go that serious, but Jordan, don't be upset so much. I think Liverpool fans. I was just with AGT from Cup TV, and he said that before the game started, he predicted he would take a 2-0 win, a 2-0 draw. So 2-0 draw. He said he'll take it. And Liverpool fans, for them, it's the point is more important for you guys than it is for us, because we felt like we should have been the team to win today, at home. Um, but Jordan, final thoughts on the game today, or yesterday for us, but today for you.
Yeah. I really enjoy the game. Despite we didn't win, but I'm happy for the boys and great performance from our captain Virgil van Dijk with that header.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
very happy for the lads.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Stan. I was just talking about this. I have to watch it back because at the ground, first of all, at the ground, I didn't hear him blow the whistle before. He said he blew the whistle before, is what Anthony Taylor's saying. I didn't hear it, and that's 60,000 fans.
For me, the third goal should have
In
stood
my opinion, it should have stood.
because where I sat, me and Mel sat in different
Pick
rows.
up, Ibrahim.
But the trouble is, big up. And I sat row 25, block 6, right? From my view, the Havertz goal should have stood. But why did the referee not put his flag up? Which I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I know, I know. I just answered that the whistle blew before the goal. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it at the ground. The whistle blew before the goal, but I did see the highlights. Oh, right after the game, people were showing us the highlights while I was waiting for an interview. People were showing us that, yeah, he did blow the ref. It's a shame we could have been 3-2, but hey, 2-0 draw isn't the worst result. A lot of people didn't really believe in Arsenal to win this game. Lots of people had Liverpool to easily win this game because of us not having William Saliba, a colossal defensive unit, with the partnership of him and Gabriel Magalhaes. Guys, speaking of partnerships, before we wrap up this stream, the partnership today, the highlight of the match today was a partnership of Bukayo Saka and Ben White, so effortless for that first goal, getting Arsenal top on the score sheet 10 minutes into the game. The panel on Match of the Day were all surprised that the goal didn't stand. Yeah, I saw that too. And even just like us, we're still like surprised the goal didn't stand. But it is what it is. We move on next to Preston midweek in the cup, in a EFL Cup, and then we go on to Newcastle away, Chelsea away, and
Inter
Inter
away.
Milan away. Jordan, next up you have Brighton at home at Anfield. Arsenal are showing everyone we're no pushovers and genuinely in contention. I agree 100%. And Roy Keane said Arsenal are not serious. They keep dropping points. This is a must win for Arsenal. It's always a must win game for Arsenal. But when Liverpool lost to Forest at Anfield, nothing came out that, oh, this is a must win for Liverpool. This is a must win for
But
City.
why doesn't Roy Keane not deal with his own problems? Because
Like Man United, they lost
Man
to
United
West
are not
Ham
winning every
at
game
London
now.
Stadium. And Man United have a lot of issues going on, but yet they're running their mouths about Arsenal. Yeah, sure, it's their job, they're pundits, but um it's just the hypocrisy, you could say. Before you go, you suit that blue mat. I don't know what you mean. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You said blue mate. Whoa, it's late. No way, no Rangers talk here. This is Arsenal stream. Rosie, the women are on break right now, international break, so women's football will be back soon. And I'll cover some Arsenal women's content. I wanted to go live quickly to talk about the game. It is quite late here, so we are going to wrap up the stream. Jordan, I guess the best team didn't win because we didn't win this game, but points are shared, and we'll see you at the reverse fixture at Anfield. It was a good game overall, my friend.
Yeah, yes, guys. Well done.
You want to shout out your channel, bro? You did a watch long today and a match reaction, which we joined you both briefly on.
Well, guys, I'm almost at 1.58 subscribers.
Big up, Jordan. Rosie kindly put your link in the chat. Guys, Rosie also uploaded, I think, a video today, and her channel's link she BX put in the chat. Jordan's channel is Jordan Hyman LFC. He did a watch along for the game as well as a match reaction. So if you guys want to check it out from a Liverpool fan's perspective, Luca, any content coming up on your channel?
Yeah, of course. Content wise coming up. Today is Monday. Probably put out a video on Tuesday. I do a Preston preview for the Carabao Cup. Wednesday there'll be a match reaction straight after the game and reacting to the League Cup quarter-final draw. And then next weekend is FA Cup weekend. I'll be going to the FA Cup next Sunday. Big game on Sunday, Milton Keynes versus Wimbledon, first rounds, 12:30 kickoff, and then Arsenal Newcastle reaction on Saturday. So just keep an eye on the content. We're on the road to 8,100 subscribers. And if you haven't gone and watched my channel, you know my channel is Luca Talks Ball. And Mel was on a couple of interviews, and Mel was on AFTV today. So big up to
Yeah, I
me.
did a quick interview to talk about the game. I did talk about Marino. I think Marino didn't have a bad game. I know people said he was poor. He nearly gave a goal away, but it was one misplaced pass, not one misplaced pass that nearly went to Salah, but Salah didn't even get on it. Um, a lot of people criticized me in the comment section saying I don't know football. But Marino stepped up when he was called upon and was much better today than against Bournemouth. A lot of people criticized Moreno 60 minutes into Bournemouth, and today he played full 90. He made one sloppy pass back to Raya that Salah missed, so it didn't really mean anything. And Partey deserves a lot of credit today at right back. But Jordan, like I said earlier, we'll see you in the reverse fixture, and hopefully, we can maybe get a win. We haven't won there since 2012, but that'll be shocking to win at Anfield. With that being said, Jordan, I want to wish you guys good luck for the rest of the season. These are two title contention teams in Europe, Arsenal and Liverpool, and it was a good game today. So good fight from Liverpool. Jordan, you
Big
guys
up, man.
didn't lose a
Big up.
game, and neither did we. We both are strong teams, and I wish you guys the best for the rest of the season. Jordan, you're really upset. You seem like you lost the game, but I know you expected to win in a high scoring game, but
But Jordan, Liverpool be
Arsenal
happy
are
to
no
take a draw.
pushovers.
Jordan, Liverpool be happy to take a draw.
Yeah. And just like Jose said in the chat, Arsenal are no pushovers, and we're showing it again this season so far. There's a lot of games still left to be played. I know Lucas said in his reaction that the league title is over. I disagree entirely with that opinion, and I think that there's still a lot of fixtures to be played, home and away. Anything can happen with other teams increasing points or losing points and dropping off. I hope Gabriel Magalhaes' injury is not serious, and I wish him all the best in health. We will have Saliba available for Preston and for Newcastle away at St. James Park. Guys, we are signing off here. Good night, everyone. And
Good night.
Jordan,
Take
thank you
care.
for joining us. Your link was posted in the chat. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for
Thank you.
tuning in
Thank you very much.
this late at night. Big
Take
up,
care.
everybody. And if you're watching on the replay, make sure to hit that red subscribe button as I'm on the road to 9,000
Big
subscribers.
up, Arsenal.
Take care, everyone, and come on, you Gunners.
Come on, the Gunners.